Hello, this is Sonja from My Happy Space. Welcome back at my channel. Today I'm going to continue my journey in my daughter's memory book I'm doing for her. I'm at the moment busy with year 5 to 10, and I'm going to scrapbook this pictures. I was inspired by a dress. It's got a beautiful black and white dress, as you can see in the background, and I'm using Felicity Jane products and some other products also. Just some things I've got in my stash. That cut of flowers is just I've fussy cut it from a cardstock, and I think it all goes beautiful together. I love the combination between the red and the black, and I'm going to put a little bit of pinks. I'm going to use the washi tape also at the background. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see how this is going to turn out. And yeah, let's put you on fast forward and see how it turns out. What I want to do first is I want to get a background. So I've got this beautiful stencil. It's almost like a lace stencil. So I'm just securing that now with washi tape. And then I'm going to I'm just checking to see where the photo is going to become more or less. I'm securing it with washi tape, and then I'm going to use the background, this Distress Oxide ink. I think it's Festive Berry. Yeah, that's actually almost the only pink one I've got. So Festive Berry, and I'm going to use that to make a beautiful faded background. Yeah, and I just love the effect that the stencil gives, even with if you do texture pasting or texture paint also, and you put it through there. But this stencil was a bit too fine, so I thought I'm rather going to do Distress Oxide ink, just to give it a beautiful sort of background, because otherwise the page is a bit too white for me. And then after that, I'm just going to use the washi tape to put at the background. At the end, you don't really see much of the washi tape. Yeah, I just add something different to it. Unfortunately, Felicity Jane, or the products I do have of Felicity Jane, doesn't have many red sort of ephemera or sort of pieces. So I just brought in my own red pink things, and they're sort of the dark pink ones also. So I'm just using this beautiful washi tapes. I'm sort of trying to alternate it between patterns and less patterns and words and things like that. So yeah, I'm just using that to create a background of the red ones. The flowers I'm going to use at the end, the fussy cut flowers. I just love this black and white flowers die cuts. They are just so versatile. You can use them almost on any layout. And I was excited to use them on this layout because it just goes perfectly with this sort of lace, not lace, yeah, probably lace dress my daughter have on, which is I'm going to use on the right-hand side photo, right-hand side page, I'm going to use that photo on. So here the washi tape is done. And I'm just playing around with what journaling card I'm going to use. I realized that I actually want to have a black background, but I don't have black cardstock. So what I do is I'm going to cut this cardstock up, and then I'm going to sort of patch it together. It was quite a job. So I cut out, sort of edited quite a lot of it out, just to get sort of this square at the back. Makeshift cardstock at the back, so it can have a black background. It's not perfect, but I think it does the trick. I just thought it needed something different. And then I put a sort of a small little heart piece cardstock, which I've also had a 6x6 paper, and I'm going to put that at the back. I prefer that than the bigger polka dots. This is, I think, from the Lola kit. I'm not sure. This is my last one of the black hearts. I'm really, really sad. I'm really hoarding almost these 6x6. I love the 6x6 because when I order them, it doesn't have to go and come in a massive envelope, which will probably bump the postage up. It comes just in a normal envelope. It fits perfectly in there, and it works perfectly for me for the scrapbooking, especially Travels Notebook scrapbooking. You don't need the big pieces, but they don't always have it. All the kits doesn't have the 6x6 card. So when I see it, I immediately buy it because it is just so handy. And I love the fact that it's a smaller print when you buy the 6x6. When you buy the 12x12, it's quite wide, the pattern, but obviously with the 6x6, it's more condensed. Now I'm just deciding to do on the other side also this oxide ink with the stencil, just to give it sort of correspond. I forgot actually to use the washi tape at the back of that photo. So yeah, afterwards I only realized it. But I'm using also this dark pink cardstock. It almost look like, it's not scallops, but it almost look like these little loops, just to bring a little bit more pink in. Now I'm committing to the left-hand side by sticking it down. I've done that now already. Sticking down, I put the word, I'm going to think of putting the word pretty, which is also from Felicity Jane. I don't know what kit that comes from. I've sort of just varies, or if it's a kit is on sale, I just order it. So I end up having loads of different type of kits. I don't actually always know from what kit it is. So I'm just putting these beautiful flowers now down. I like the effect that it's sort of cut half and it's just poking behind the photo. I like that effect. So I'm just doing that and putting the flower. I'm going to just put a little bit of Prit there just to secure it. Yeah, I love how the layout look. I'm just securing the pretty sign by putting these foam little squares at the back. To put that on, because it is a very pretty photo. I love it. I love that photo. Unfortunately, I got a little bit of distilled oxide ink on the face on that photo. So I don't know if I really can take the photo off and put a new one in, because I'll have to get it out behind that flower. But it doesn't really matter. It's just pretty. So I'm putting that big flower cut now next to it. I just love the fact that it all just hug around the photo. And it's just perfect for that photo, because that part of the photo doesn't really necessarily need to be seen where her feet are hanging. So I'm just sort of tucking the flower around the photo. And then I realized, I forgot to use the washi tape behind the photo. So I'm trying to bring a little bit more washi tape this side. And because obviously when I do it this side, I need to balance it out on the other side. So I'm just layering this washi tape. I like the effect that you sort of use 3 or 4, you have 2 or 3 washi tape and you just put it on top of each other, just to give a layer effect. So I'm going to do it, I think, on the top hand side also. There I'm thinking I want to bring a little bit more, use some of these tabs just to bring a little more black and white in, and then I decided to settle to put it on the washi tape there at the bottom. At the end, after I filmed it, I've actually put a word Fetty there in, you a gem. Because it was just a bit bare there. I just thought there's no point having that tab there with the white space and there's nothing in there. So yeah, I do that. And as you can see at the top, I've also just correspond the washi tape. And this is a acetate piece. I think it's from the Zoe kit. So I've put that on there. With acetate, it's difficult to put it on because you can see through the acetate, the glue. But this double-sided tape works perfectly for me. I'm not so fussed. I think some people are, but I'm sort of wary about that. But I don't mind at all that if you can see the glue through. It doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, I look at this little foam. Or it's not actually foam. It's more felt little red and pink and white hearts, which I thought looks very cute. Just to bring a little bit more color on the page. And I like the fact that I repeat the red and the pink and the yeah, I end up not using the white one because I thought you can't really see it. So yeah, I just love this color combination. It is really, really very pretty to me. There I do more washi tape at the bottom because I'm just thinking it looks a bit bare there. And I just use a little bit of that leftover faint heart cardstock. I think I'm just going to secure the little hearts before the end of the video. I hope you like this layout. What I do is I try to do 2 videos a week. Saturday mornings I load up a scrapbooking video, and on Wednesdays I load up a Bible journaling video. So if you like it, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. And check out all my other videos in my playlist. And yeah, stay tuned for some close-up photos at the end. Hope you've got a fantastic day. Bye-bye.